pleasant good evening, everyone, and welcome back to another broadcast here on RioSportsLive.com. We're coming to you from Pharr, Texas, back at the Galazzo Sports Park, and it's going to be exciting football, Texas Valley sports football, featuring a couple of unbeatens as Palmview's Pitbulls come in to take on the McAllen Mavericks. I'm Joe Bowling. Next to me is Billy Watson, who's not on camera tonight, my friends. I got a headset on. Billy, should be an exciting game, and both these teams already talking about, even trash talking last week, they want to win this game, and a lot of veterans on this field.
Like you said, the guy was talking to us about, it's just us three and the Fathoms, I believe it was. It's just us three. They're not concentrating on the Harlingen, it looks like they're talking about. Like I said, unbeaten teams. Looks to be a great game. Looks to be a good game. The Phantoms, we haven't seen them yet. We'll see those next week. But this Palmview Pitbull team was here watching last week. McAllen Mavericks, we had them on the air last week. Those watching on the social media, if you're watching on Facebook, on YouTube, be sure you share the link, pass the link, and get the word out to other fans that we are broadcasting live here tonight. It's 8-on-8, full contact, men's football. If you weren't watching last week, if you're not familiar with this league, it's an interesting setup, the way they play their games. There's no special teams involved. There's no kicking game, no kick returns, and the teams are playing on a 50-yard field. It's very like an arena football setting, but then when you get to the touchdown, it's an interesting mix there. 7 points straight up. You're awarded 7 points if you score a touchdown. You're then given an option of going for an extra point, which would take it to 8 points on the possession. But if you don't make it, you go down to 6. And, Billy, we didn't see that come into play last week at all. Nobody tried for that extra point. Everyone set up with the 7 points. It just seemed like they already knew, oh, let's just take the 7. Might as well just take the 7 instead of risking the point. We are live here at the Galazzo Sports Park. It'll be the Pitbulls with the football to start the ball game. And the McAllen Mavericks will be in the darker uniforms, the Pitbulls in the light blue. They'll be going left to right. Time on the clock, there's 15 minutes to start each quarter. We'll play 4 quarters. There'll be a break. Halftime last week was somewhere between 12 to 18 minutes. And so, again, it's kind of like the IWFA last night. They told us it would be 10 minutes. It was about 7. So we'll just see. I think that's all dictated by the guys standing in the center of the field, and that's the referees, who right now, Billy, are the only undermanned team in the facility. They're missing one. We're missing one. That's the only one we're waiting for. They're the only team we're waiting for on the field right now. The officials, when they first arrived, the public address / DJ on the other side said, "Here come the 3 blind mice." That's not my quote. I'm just quoting someone else. And then I was thinking to myself, chuckling, he's looking at 2 guys saying it's 3 and calling them blind. So there you go. We'll have the opening possession. Pitbulls taking on the Mavericks. I'm Joe Bowling. That's Billy Watson. Nathaniel Menchaca on the controls, and Emilio is on the camera. We'll be back after this on RioSportsLive.com.
Hey girls, it's time to get your glam on. Announcing Communities in School of Cameron County's 7th annual Girls Just Want to Have Fun Glam Party. Thursday, June 14th from 6 to 10 p.m. at the Brownsville Event Center. Great food and music, shopping, and a fantastic silent auction. It's only $25 and you must be 21 years old to attend. All proceeds go to Communities in Schools of Cameron County to help kids stay in school and achieve in life. So come join us Thursday, June 14th from 6 to 10 p.m. at the Brownsville Event Center.
At Illuminations, we're a one-stop shop. We have all the lighting you need for your new home, outdoor lighting, ceiling fans, chandeliers. So when you're building your new home, we work well with your builder. We'll get your floor plans, or we'll walk the house if we need to, make sure all the light fixtures that you get are gonna work and are gonna look good together. Illuminations is a family-owned business. We've been in business for 17 years now. My parents actually were in the construction industry prior to opening the store, and it was during this time that they noticed a need for a store like ours, one that would provide the customer service that contractors and new homeowners are looking for, and eliminate the headaches that you might get when you're shopping at a big box store and you don't get that one-on-one customer service. The Brownsville area is really growing. There's a lot of movement, there's a lot of construction, there's a lot of excitement. So we're glad that we finally have a store here that customers can come look at our products here locally. I invite you to come discover Brownsville.
Back here at the Galazzo Sports Park, and thanks again for tuning in. Hey, DeMarcus Clark up there in the cold state of Michigan. Want to send a shout out there. DeMarcus did a lot of camera work with us, helping build, and someday he'll come back and control this, my friends, if all goes well. Tonight we're in Pharr, Texas, Galazzo Sports Park. Who's going to win this, says Justin. That's been talked about all week, and when I talk about all week, we were here setting up last Saturday, Billy, and immediately they weren't talking about last Saturday's games or the Sunday game. They were talking about this one. Everybody circled this one to say who takes control in the early part of this season between the Pitbulls and the Mavericks.
And, it's still early on in the season, but, these players, it's interesting to see that they already know who's the big dogs in this league, and they talk about that. And like you said, they focus on those two teams.
Once again, it will be the Pitbulls with the football to start this game. And here comes a couple more referees, so now we are set to go. I think they called one and they got two, so now we got more than enough referees to handle the situation here for this ball game. Another rule that I want to pass along as you watch this game is the fact that there, again, no such thing as special teams. Therefore, regardless of down and distance and situation, you have to go for it on fourth down. And, Billy, we saw that last week when teams were pinned back against their own end zone. They went to some conservative play just to get out of that on that third down play to make sure it wasn't first and goal from the 2-yard line. Pitbulls will have the ball to start this ball game, and we were told that this is a tough team. The Mavericks of McAllen are 4-0. The Pitbulls come in at 2-0, and even though there's 2 games difference between the two teams, McAllen fully respects this football team, saying, hey, they were made up last year primarily of a team that was coming out of Mercedes. And so they're veterans. And again, that was the word used more often than not, is veteran, veteran, veteran. And so the McAllen Mavericks are not overlooking this team.
No, they're not. And they said they know them, they've played with them, they've either played with them or they know each other. And that just goes into this game. They're gonna have an idea of what's gonna be thrown at them tonight.
Another level in which they know each other is the fact that these players are all coming from this area, Billy Watson, and they were even talking about that. Hey, we knew each other back when, and so it's no mystery. These players understand the talent level that's on the football field, both sides.
Yes, sir. And I even told you, I know one of these players, and he says, we're all good. We're a pretty good team. They're a good team. We respect the heck out of each other, and it's going to be a great game. And we appreciate you all coming out here, and I agree with them. We're going to have a great game out here, both undefeated so far.
Fans who are watching the game, if you're watching on Facebook, be sure you share the link. That helps get the word out to the other fans. And I always encourage fans now to continue to do what the trend is, and that is subscribe to our YouTube channel. That's where you get the quick notification. First down for the Pitbulls. Quarterback will be Javier Finat, and he'll hand the ball off. Running play left-hand side, and that'll gain a couple of yards. On the carry that time is Marcus Fryer Jr. Second down coming up for the Pitbulls. Opening drive of this ball game. Javier Finat is the quarterback for the Pitbulls. Our thanks to both coaches assisting us in getting the rosters. Now I just got to decipher the handwriting of one Billy Watson, and it's much better than mine, my friends. Kevin Naro gives a shout-out to my color commentary guy, Billy Watson, on the mic, and a big thumbs up from Billy. Pass play, quick hitter out on the left-hand side. That's caught and gaining enough for a first down. Quick coverage, but how about the quick hitter, and the Pitbulls move the chains.
2 plays, automatic first down. Great offense and great way to start the game for the Pitbulls.
Pitbulls opening possession. We do have the clock running. Don't look at that as if it's a real thing. I see Nathaniel's got 20 minutes and 48 seconds. That's not going to work, my friends. 15-minute quarters is what we're working with, so we'll probably pull that here in a little bit. Wide receiver out to the right-hand side is Darius Dorsey. Dorsey lines up for the Pitbulls on this first down play, and before that a whistle blows, and here comes the first flag of the night. And they're looking at the receiver as if Dorsey may have lined up off sides. 5 yards against the Pitbulls. On a 50-yard field, 5 yards makes a difference.
It does. Dorsey's looking at the ref like, hey, man, we're just starting the game.
Was that me? First he saw the whistle and he saw the flag. He turned around, and then the official pointed at him. He's like, wait a minute. Stays a first down, and then another pass play looking for a lot. Down the left-hand side, that's going to be caught. Touchdown, Pitbulls. Lightning quick strike. Dorsey may have been signaled for the offsides, but he burns him down the left-hand side. Touchdown, Pitbulls, 7-0, just like that.
Canadian-style football. You get the head start on the motion. It's something like NFL. You get the head start on the Canadian football-style motion.
So a quick strike by the Pitbulls. 7-0 on a touchdown strike. Saying they can't hear you on the headphones. You got to make sure that microphone's up close. Billy Watson, we'll take care of that, my friends. Appreciate the heads-up call. We'll get that going. McAllen Mavericks now have the football. And we'll see how they respond. We saw them last week, and they look real good as far as I was concerned in their game on a Sunday night. They'll be back in action next Sunday, right back here against Edinburgh. That means we'll have 3 weeks in a row in which we feature the McAllen Mavericks here on RioSportsLive.com. Thanks again to the fans who tuned in last night to IWFA action. If you didn't get a chance to see that, I encourage you to go back and watch the archive. See some great highlights of full contact women's football. Tonight it's Texas Valley Sports football. Pass play for the Mavericks. Incomplete pass, nearly picked off out there by Chris Anderson, who had a better chance to catch that.
And we're at the tailback position today. It's Travion Hawkins, who had a great game last week. I believe his stat was about 3 touchdowns.
This is the first possession for the McAllen Mavericks. Fans watching who are wondering what type of football this is 18 and over, full contact men's football. These are players that are out of high school and a minimum requirement of 18 years of age. Mavericks on second down. Quarterback is Ruben Lopez. Man in motion, handoff to the motion man. Running to the right-hand side, Brian Takovich. Takovich is taken down after a short gain. This Pitbull defense right there on it. Third down coming up.
Pitbull's wasting no time on defense, saying, you know what, we get the score. Let's got to stop here and get our offense back.
Third down coming up for the McAllen Mavericks. Again, in this league, you have to go for it on fourth down. So every set of downs is indeed 4 full chances for the offense to move the ball. Up to the line of scrimmage. Ruben Lopez remains a quarterback. 2 backs in the backfield. The deep man is Travion Hawkins, and yes, we saw a big game out of him last week. Fumbled snap, loose ball. Picked up by the Mavericks, and this play goes nowhere. Fourth down coming up for the Mavericks.
Lucien Williams at the bottom of the pile there for the Pitbulls.
So it brings up fourth down for the Mavericks. Already they've been hit with a big touchdown play by the Palmview Pitbulls. Mavericks now on fourth down. Texas Valley Sports football action coming your way on a Sunday night here at the Galazo Sports Park. Emilio Flores on the camera, my friends, and we appreciate him up on the stand, trying to get elevated above the down and distance markers. They'll come into play a little bit. You'll see that on your camera. We'll get past that with a second and third camera in a very short period of time. Pass play. Mavericks, nothing to do yet for Lopez. Now he still looks to get rid of the ball over the middle of the field, incomplete. Great coverage downfield and nowhere to go with that ball. Turnover on downs.
Arturo Gutierrez with the Pitbulls there on the first man to get to the quarterback there. Looks like we have a flag.
There is a penalty flag. Is it thrown back in the secondary? It is. So maybe that's why Ruben Lopez couldn't find anybody downfield. Pitbull's defense is yet to leave the field. They fully believe this is against them. And it will be defensive holding. So the McAllen Mavericks retain possession, get a first down. Otherwise, they were about to give the ball up deep in their own end of the field to a team that already put 7 points on the board. We're in the first quarter. We'll try to rely on the officials to give us an indication as far as the time left here in the quarters. We see a scoreboard across the way. Lights weren't on last week, and they're not on again tonight. Now they'll mark off another penalty against the Pitbulls. So back-to-back penalties stacked up changes, in essence, flips the field. McAllen goes from in their territory to now 20 yards away from pay dirt against the Pitbulls defense.
I'm not sure what the penalty was over there. It could have been too many men, perhaps. But
there was a holding call, and then before they even got the ball set, another penalty. It may have been a personal foul. Shotgun formation for the Mavericks. This time it's Luis Castaneda as the quarterback. He'll take it, rolling right-hand side, going to run it, keeping himself, takes on a tackler, dives forward, gains about 4 yards. Strong running that time by Luis Castaneda.
Brian Takovic on the block there, getting at Ernesto Tamez. Either way, if he didn't get that block, probably would have lost a yard or two.
Tamez had a good hit at play earlier. That time he got stuck on a block. Gain of 6 on the play, a good kind spot that time for the McAllen Mavericks. We're in the first quarter of play. This is Texas Valley Sports football coming your way on a Sunday night. McAllen Mavericks with the football, taking on the Palmview Pitbulls. Staying in at quarterback is Luis Castaneda. Keeps it back in the backfield. That's Travion Hawkins. Hawkins hasn't been effective yet, hasn't had the ball in his hands. Might be his first opportunity here. They'll fake the handoff, pass play, left side incomplete. In the direction of Angel Gonzalez.
And if you're if you're McAllen, I mean, it's pretty windy out here. You want to start running the ball, even though, especially if you had a few dropped balls and bad throws.
You can hear that wind whistling through our headsets. Doesn't matter which way we face, my friends. It's coming, and it's coming right now, more or less in the face of the McAllen Mavericks. Maybe a little across field, but for the most part, it's definitely affecting the passing game. Coming right there. Anthony Rodriguez says there's some Ed Couch Elsa Yellow Jackets playing tonight. Well, again, this team was made up for some guys in the Mid-Valley, Mercedes. And so we've got players. I keep asking that from the league. Help me get some bios on these guys. Where are they from? Where do they play their high school ball? We'll check it out. Castaneda, nice job getting a hold of the ball. Now he slings a pass right side. It's underthrown, incomplete. In the direction of Eddie Rangel.
Looks like this penalty is going against the Pitbulls for jumping.
So it became a free play, and Castaneda, had he had a good snap to handle, might have been able to come up with something big on that play.
It looked like a run to the left by Castaneda, and then he realized, oh, it's a free play, and let him throw the ball. Regardless, it's going to be a 5-yard penalty.
And that sets up 1st and goal for the McAllen Mavericks as they move the chains just inside the 10-yard line. Before that, a timeout is called. Pitbulls want to talk. Too many penalties, according to them. We'll see what's going on after this on RioSportsLive.com. Looking for furniture? Go to Furniture Place, where they carry Ashley furniture and products you won't find anywhere else. Buy from the best. They beat any price. Guaranteed 10%, $125. Ruben Torres Boulevard in Brownsville, Texas. Needing tires, my friends? Then race over to Lombardi Tires and take advantage of great deals, including tires beginning as low as $20. That's right, tires as low as $20 right now at Lombardi's Tire, located 300 US 281 Brownsville, Texas. Lombardi Tires. Yes, I said $20 tires.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Xavier. This is Sarge, and we're the owners of King Cuts Barbershop, and this is the King Cuts crew. Welcome to King Cuts!
We specialize in all kinds of men's cuts and hair designs. Keep yourself groomed. We'll take care of the rest. King Cuts, where fresh cuts are served daily.
Back here, 9 minutes, 45 seconds left. We know that. The referee told us. We got the clock. First quarter action, 7-0 score. This is Texas Valley Sports football coming your way on a Sunday night. The McAllen Mavericks with the ball after the timeout called by the Palmview Pitbulls. And now Luis Castaneda gets under center on this play. Pitch back, right-hand side, trying to turn the corner, driving through a couple tacklers, down near the goal line on a strong carry by Brian Takovic. And the Mavericks are now closer to tying this game up.
Valdez with the Pitbulls was the one that saved potentially a touchdown there.
Second down and goal coming up for the Mavericks, about 1.5 yards shy of the end zone. Pitbulls scored on the big play with a deep pass pattern down the left-hand side. Mavericks trying to answer here with a sustained drive here in this first quarter of play. Each team has had their hands on the ball once. Hawkins back in the ball game, lines up as a deep back in the backfield. Castaneda will go under center. Fullback is Andrew Garza. Castaneda hands it off. Hawkins hesitates, running right-hand side, takes on a tackler into the end zone. Touchdown Mavericks. Hawkins first touch, and he didn't waste it. 7 points.
Trucked him in the end zone. Big time run.
7-7 is your score. McAllen will take the 7. They won't go for an extra point. We'll take a quick break. Pitbulls have the ball for a second time. First quarter action continues from the Golazo Sports Park on RioSportsLive.com. Back here, thanks again for joining us. Hey, advertisers, you can see the spots that are running. I'm going to play something at halftime that'll kind of give a glimpse as far as how many people we're now reaching with a combination of platforms, including Valley TV and RioSportsLive.com. Take a look, contact us about how you can become part of this, not just in the fall when high school starts, but throughout the summer as we're broadcasting 6 nights this week. Running play for the Pitbulls. How about this running? Down the right-hand side. Strong carry that time for Marcus Fryer. He showed some great strength on a first down, a penalty in the middle of the field.
Fryer took a big hit from DeKendrick Jeffrey bounced right off of him. Power running there. See what the penalty does here.
It looks like it'll be against the Mavericks, as the official has already spotted the ball down. And so the Palmview Pitbulls coming right back at you, this time using the running game. And Marcus Fryer Jr. showed that on one side you got Travion Hawkins capable of running over some players. But in this case, Marcus Fryer says, I can up the ante. That's how we're going to play. Fake the pitch, quarterback keeper up the middle for the Pitbulls, and strong running by Javier Fimat. And that'll be close to first down yardage.
Snavely snuck through the line of scrimmage that time, but wasn't able to make the tackle. Reyes Jr. for the McAllen Mavericks with the stop. Near first down there.
They spot it just shy of the sticks, and now they will give a first down. So first and goal inside the 10-yard line for the Palmview Pitbulls. And suddenly this offense is now moving forward again for the Pitbulls. They scored on their first drive, and here they come again, knocking on the door, first and goal. Javier Fimat, the quarterback, has a discussion with the official before this snap. He'll now line up in a shotgun formation. No backs behind him, just ahead of him is Marcus Fryer Jr. Looks to pass, fakes the pass left, rolls right, pressured over the middle, incomplete pass, and a big hit delivered just as Fimat gets rid of that ball. Big number 75, Homero Mendiola, right up the gut. And Fimat got it off, but he'll feel that one.
I think you have 89, Tim Price of the Pitbulls on a mismatch with Greg Morales on the right side of the lower field there.
All right, Billy Watson just got a nickname here on the broadcast. Somebody asking, is this Billy Clutch Watson? As in clutch. Can't miss the shot or something. We'll get the story on that. I'll tell you if it's a yes or no. He's shaking his head yes. Fimat under center. Swings a pass left-hand side that's incomplete, underthrown in the direction of Darius Dorsey.
Snavely is quickly becoming a defensive presence today. It's a second hurry today on the quarterback.
Third down and goal coming up for the Pitbulls. This offense was churning, thanks in part on this drive to a big run by Marcus Fryer. Pitbulls now on third and goal. If the McAllen Mavericks can get a stop here, they can take the momentum of this football game which right now is there to seize for either team. Out of a shotgun, dropping back to throw. Now up the middle, Femat swings it right-hand side, wide open, touchdown. He finds Luke Jackson. Great pass, and then a penalty afterwards, but a touchdown pass.
He's doing the old Victor Cruz salsa touchdown celebration there. That's probably why he got the flag.
Well,
either that or I saw a seal over there by Tim Price. It could be that.
touchdown's good, 14-7 Pitbulls. The play stands. Back after this on RioSportsLive.com.
Time to worry. We'll get you taken care of fast and easy. Now you can get back to your day with a healthy smile.
Shopping for furniture, appliances, or building supplies? Habitat for Humanity Restore has it all at discounted prices. Check out habitatrgv.org for more info or drop by our McAllen or Harlingen stores. Restore. Great stuff, great prices, great cause.
Back here on RioSportsLive.com, Joe Bowling, Billy Watson, Nathaniel Menchaca. Told him anything that goes wrong tonight, I'm blaming him. My wife will ask me, hey, why were you running this? What were you doing here? Running play for the Mavericks. Left-hand side, let's go back the other way, but nowhere to go as the Pitbull defense makes the stop on a carry by Brian Takovich.
Chris Anderson looks to be a short linebacker, the first man there to get the loss on the play.
Brings up second down for the Mavericks. If you're just joining us, this is the Palmview Pitbulls taking on the McAllen Mavericks. Texas Valley Sports Football on a Sunday night. We're in the first quarter. Pitbulls jumped out to a 7-0 lead. Mavericks answered. Pitbulls scored. So each team thus far that's had the ball has scored on every possession. Shotgun formation. Castaneda stays in at quarterback. Hands it off to the motion man. Right side. Big tackle made. There's a penalty on the play, but nothing there for Takovich. Could not turn the corner.
Ooh, Lucien Williams is mad. He's a madman.
He delivered a major league hit. There's a penalty that came behind the motion man. And the way the officials are talking, that's going to be against the Pitbulls. So wave off what would have been a great defensive play. It's not enough for a first down. It should remain second down for the McAllen Mavericks.
You can see Williams' last name on his jersey is Hitman.
You like that?
I like that.
Second down play coming up for the Mavericks. This team out of McAllen. Castaneda this time will go under center. Hawkins is a deep back in the backfield. The up back remains Andrew Garza. Pitch back to Hawkins, running right-hand side. Hit as he got to the line of scrimmage, wrapped up and taken down after a short gain.
Pitbull defense is getting at it. That's Michael Thomas on the stop.
Thomas got past the block. And then it was he against Hawkins, and he got him before he squared those shoulders up to head downhill. Big blockers up front for the McAllen Mavericks. Give some mention to some of those guys up there. Ricardo Gonzalez, Saul Hinojosa Jr., trying to open up some lines. And then on the other side, the Pitbulls have some big boys up front as well, Billy Watson.
Victor Ordonez is out there. Big guy. They have three big guys out there. Make me look very small. And you have another mismatch out here on the right side with number 3, Angel Mark Gonzalez at the receiver spot.
Nathaniel's already in trouble. My wife's already texted me. Pass play, left-hand side, caught, intercepted by the Pitbulls down near the goal line. It'll be a first down. That's literally a turnover on down. So really, was that a good play on the interception? Not so sure. Nonetheless, it'll stand.
Cedric Dallas, first interception of the day.
First down coming up for the Pitbulls. Quick change. We'll take a quick break. This is RealSportsLive.com.
There's nothing more personal than a homemade quilt, and at GOB Quilts on 102 South 3rd Street in Harlingen, they have everything for a quilter's dreams. Fabrics, tools, threads, and everything else needed for the smallest quilts to the most elaborate imagined. GOB Quilts is a unique source, and it's well worth a stop as you shop downtown Harlingen.
We are back here at the Galazzo Sports Park, and it's first down from their own 1-yard line for the Palmview Pitbulls. Already up 14-0, but now they got to be careful back in this part of the field. VMAT, the quarterback, lofts to throw, swings it left-hand side, incomplete, overthrows his man.
He had a great route there.
LeDedrick Marion asked, where were we at last night? Well, again, I was trying to get 2 crews in play, and we'll have that done, I'm hoping, by this Saturday, where we can cover IWFA and Texas Valley Sports at the same time. Last night, I had to flip the coin. I gave all the love to Texas Valley Sports. We missed out on all IWFA action, so this week we split the difference. We got the Saturday night game at IWFA, and right here, we got you on Sunday night covering with this. Next week, we'll do our best, my friends, to get multiple crews out there. Then the goal is to get a 3rd crew to handle a couple of broadcasts of IWFA and Texas Valley Sports football. Second down play coming up for the Pitbulls. VMAT looks to throw. Ton of time over the middle. Man wide open. Caught. Now yards after the catch. Down the left-hand side for the Pitbulls. Running out of bounds on the catch that time. That's Tim Price. And that's enough for a first down.
A little extracurricular activity out there. Flag thrown as Price made the catch. Thrown out of bounds.
Got fans watching on YouTube. Fans watching on Facebook, I encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel. It gives you a better indication that the game's going on. And you're right, Billy Watson, there was extracurricular, and that's going to tax the Mavericks an additional 10 yards after that play. So from their own 1-yard line, Pitbull's now in good shape.
So you wave off the interception, and he ran all the way to the 1. It doesn't really make a difference now if you're the Pitbulls. Great field position for them. They're rolling.
This Pitbull offense has shown the ability to run the ball and go through the air. Whistle blows. The officials taking a look. They marked off a 10-yard penalty. And that's going to take us to the end of the first quarter. 1 quarter in the books. Pitbulls with the lead. Quick timeout. Right back. They'll flip the switch. This is RealSportsLive.com.
Frank's Collection Record Shop has a collection of vinyl records that rivals anyone, anywhere. Located in the back of the Antique Emporium on 123rd East Jackson Street, Frank's Record Shop has been delivering the best sounds from any age or style throughout the years. Records, coins, and more. It's Frank's Record Shop when you shop downtown Harlingen.
Gotcha.
Back here at the Galazzo Sports Park, the McAllen Mavericks defense on the field. We start the second quarter of play. 14-7 game, the Pitbulls on top, Palmview with the ball. Pass play again, VMAT looks, fires, caught, this time on the left-hand side, and a great block, and into the end zone for the Pitbulls. Another touchdown for Darius Dorsey. How about the blocking by the other receiver, and Dorsey with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
I like the route he ran. Great route there. This is a 5-yard stop and turnaround. What we call doubles 91 back in high school.
Touchdown Pitbulls. They go up 21-7. Back after this on RealSportsLive.com.
A-Plus Uniforms has just what you need for a professional look with quality and a personal touch that will take care of what you need. A uniform is a tool of many professionals, and at A-Plus they have the variety of choices to set you in motion today. All at an affordable cost and a convenience of a local business. 109 North 3rd Street is A-Plus Uniforms when you shop downtown Harlingen.
Back here, we've got some of the fans are saying the scores are backwards. It's the Pitbulls with the lead. The McAllen Mavericks have the, and they are correct, my friends. Score is 21-7. Palmview on top. Mavericks of McAllen with the football. Castaneda, the quarterback. Draws him offside. Free play coming up for the Mavericks. Castaneda slings it down the left-hand side. It's up for grabs, tipped and incomplete. Receiver was Angel Gonzalez, incomplete. Again, it should be a free play for the Mavericks.
Andy Rodriguez over there for the Pitbulls talking some smack. Little does he know it's a 5-yard penalty on them.
5 free yards for the Mavericks. They'll replay the down. We were told this Pitbull team was loaded with talent. They got some playmakers, that's for certain, here on the field tonight. McAllen Mavericks, thus far, have been held to just 7 points. Now Don Medina says the score is correct. Good job, Nathaniel Menchaca. On top of things right there. Castaneda sends a man in motion left to right. Pitch back to the motion man. That's a deep turn. Trying to get upfield. Reversing field again and brought down. Eddie Rangel on the carry. He was tackled. Nothing doing, says the defense.
Chris Anderson, a great wrap and great tackle there. Lost it down. Loss of yardage, my bad. Loss of yards. Good tackle there by Anderson.
Brings up a 3rd down for the McAllen Mavericks, who come into this game with a record of 4-0. Last year, again, this Pitbull team was primarily made up out of Mercedes. Timeout called by the Pitbulls. They want to talk it over. We'll be back. This is RealSportsLive.com.
Flowers by Jessie on 208 East Jackson in Harlingen has fresh flowers daily and can range for you for any occasion. Recitals, quinceañeras, bridal showers, sympathy, and fresh flower arrangements. Let Flowers by Jessie handle those special needs or day. Call 956-425-2100. Open Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, and Saturdays, 9 to 12. Brighten someone's day with Flowers by Jessie, downtown Harlingen, Texas.
Back here at RealSportsLive.com. We are at the Galazo Sports Park. Thanks again for joining us here for the game, as these two teams are battling it out. The Palmview Pitbulls in the light blue uniforms taking on the McAllen Mavericks. I'm Joe Bowling, Billy Watson. All right, Billy, they said Billy Clutch Watson. Tell us a story about Clutch.
Back in the day, JV, making a free throw. We were playing Santa Maria. So coach sent me to the free throw line. We were losing. Sent me to the free throw line. Made 2 free throws. Get moved up to varsity, and then the student section saying Clutch, Canadian Clutch, because my background is Canadian. So
and it
just
stuck
with me ever since.
He rode the varsity train from there on. Billy Watson out of La Feria, former Lion, currently going to one of those schools in Texas. Where is it?
It's Texas Tech. How can you forget?
I knew who it was. Giving you some grief. I know Kevin Naro's over there. And I know we're dedicated Tech fans.
Got to have a word with Kevin soon.
Second quarter, we got 10 minutes left here. McAllen Mavericks with the football on this second down play. They trail 21-7, trying to get on track here on the offense. Castaneda hands that ball off to one of the up men. That ball's knocked loose. Picked up there. They handed that off to one of the up men. How about Diego Almazo on the carry? Sorry about that. I'll get that out of there.
That was an interesting play.
He got stuck. It looked like they handed off to a lineman. I
That
know
is
they
a
did.
lineman.
Almazo, one of the linemen up front, he paid for that. He got drilled. That was Guillermo Garcia who came over to make the stick.
Risky play there.
Again, IWFA action last night. We've got Texas Valley Sports Football tonight. Billy's already got some basketball games lined up tomorrow. The premier game you've been talking about is
Los Fresnos Cards. Los Fresnos, baby.
That's the Falcons taking on the Cardinals. That's in summer basketball action. We'll probably be over there in Harlingen broadcasting there. Tuesday, it'll be 7-on-7 action. Running play for the Mavericks. That goes nowhere. There's a penalty flag. We'll sort that out. First guy through is Chris Anderson. He goes out to celebrate to, well, there's nobody down there, but he was sure having some fun.
I don't know who got the ball. It was that was Andrew Garza with the ball carry. Was he lined up as fullback there?
He's been lining up at fullback a couple of times. That penalty will be against the Pitbulls as well. Marco Trevino sends a shout out to Billy Watson.
Thank you, my man. My man. A lot of hype back in the day, which was last year. I don't know why I say back in the day.
I was going to say back in the day. This is a guy freshman year in college already using the words back in the day. Timeout by the Pitbulls. They lead 21-7. We'll be back after this. Back in the day, I can talk 30 years back, and I was still out of high school. That's back in the day. Back after this.
At the age of 22, I decided that I wanted to join the military. Once that was finished, I wanted to go and, exercise my mind and get an education.
I wanted to do something positive for my children, to provide for them financially, and I wanted to give back to the community.
My parents were here going to school back when I was a kid, so honestly, it was just a natural choice.
I don't have to leave to a bigger university. I can do it here in my hometown at my community college.
Fans, if you're looking for that special something that has anything to do with your favorite teams, then Sports Fans on 111 East Jackson in Harlingen is the stop to make. Fully licensed pro and college team collectibles and an assortment that grows each and every day. Check out the Facebook updates at Sports Fans. Open Tuesday through Friday, 11 to 6, and Saturdays, 10 to 5 at 111 East Jackson, or call ahead at 956-425-7600. It's Sports Fans when you shop downtown Harlingen.
Back here, RioSportsLive.com, and we are set to go after the timeout. Running play, Travion Hawkins takes it left-hand side, gets hit again. Hawkins has one touchdown, but on these carries, nothing doing. Defense there to stop him.
Hawkins seems to be having an off day. We've seen him just destroy defenses, and defenses is 2 games. But this guy is special talent, but the Pitbulls seem to have an answer for his running game.
Pitbulls have guys that just fly to the football. You can see they've got a couple of big guys up front, and everybody else athletic and anxious. You always talk about defensive coordinators who are looking for guys that are anxious to get to the ball carrier. I'm not saying aggressive. Aggressive's one thing, but anxious means you get there with a lot of enthusiasm and ready to make a big play. Castaneda, the quarterback for the Mavericks. Under center, now drops back in a shotgun formation. Back shift out of the backfield. Empty backfield. Castaneda drops back to throw. Has time, underthrows that, incomplete. Castaneda wants that one back. Looking for George Medrano. And so, third down coming up for the Mavericks. Pitbulls on top, 21-7. They jumped out to a 7-0 lead on their first possession. McAllen Mavericks answered that to tie the game. And since then, consecutive scores by the Pitbulls have them up where you see right now. Few minutes left here in this second quarter play. At halftime, again, I got something prepared that we'll be talking to some advertisers out there. And again, when we've reached the point of the numbers that came in on the analytics, and it was over 300,000 minutes viewed in Facebook in the month of May and over 300,000 minutes viewed on YouTube in the month of May. When you can start talking about 500,000 views, minutes viewed during any consecutive month, you can talk to some advertisers in a serious way. Running play to the right-hand side and upended after a short gain is Eddie Rangel, and he got drilled. Brings up fourth down and just under 5 yards to go. How about that hit?
Cedric Dallas, man, that guy's tall. Tall. He got a pick already, which led to another Pitbull touchdown earlier in the game.
That was a major league hit right here in front of us.
Imagine that would have been right in front of us, like literally right in front of us.
I was kind of looking at that. We had a player run our way last week, and we were set up right next to a soccer goal, thinking that, well, they won't run this far out here. We had one run right past us. In between, at that time, Billy was on the camera. I was at the table.
Said a prayer. Said a prayer.
Fourth down coming up for the Mavericks. In this league, you have to go for it down in distance regardless of where you're at on the field. And so a fourth down play. Need 4 to the Mavericks. Quarterback this time, Eddie Rangel, gets under center. Backs in an I formation behind him, tries to get the defense to jump, but I think his offense will jump as well. We'll wait for the signal from the official. They'll say it's against the Mavericks, most likely.
Hermes Gonzalez seems to have moved on the O-line right there. The Pitbulls are arguing against that, and yes, it will be against McAllen.
I think the Pitbulls stepped up, but they didn't step across. And when they jumped up, the linemen jumped across for the Mavericks. Still 4th down, now 4th down and 9 yards to go for the McAllen Mavericks. George Medrano lines up as a wide receiver out on the right-hand side, backs in an I formation behind Eddie Rangel. Wide receiver left-hand side as well on this play. Quarterback rolls out. Now in some trouble. Still looking downfield, gets rid of the pass. Man open, caught. That's a 1st down for the Mavericks. And how about the moves by Eddie Rangel to keep that play alive? And the quarterback slings it to the open receiver.
That seemed to be a running play there. We see that Eddie Rangel going out there for mostly running plays, and in fact, all running plays so far, but pulled a big play there and got it 1st down for the McAllen Mavericks.
Fans asking where this game's at. It's in Far, Texas. We're at the Galazo Sports Park. Get off at the Owasso exit off of Highway 83. Come down Owasso Road and then make a right-hand turn on Gum.
I don't remember the street either.
Can't remember. Gumwalt.
There's a street there.
The street, yeah. Nonetheless, it's the Galazo Sports Park. Use your Google Maps. You'll find it, my friend.
You'll see the lights.
Come on out. You'll see the lights. Exactly. 50-yard field, 1st down. Goal to go. Running play, left-hand side. Lot of room. Rangel takes on a tackler, dives forward. Did he get in? Yes, sir. Touchdown, Mavericks. He got it done on 4th down, and Eddie Rangel takes it to the house. 7 points in, 21-14 game. Eddie Rangel takes it to the house. Pitbulls get the ball after this. This is RioSportsLive.com.
Si te acabas de graduar de la preparatoria o buscas cambiar de carrera, Texas Southmost College es el lugar donde empezar. Con más de 50 certificados y títulos asociados que escoger, TSC tiene la carrera para ti. En TSC puedes conseguir una educación de calidad que está cerca a casa. Obtén un certificado o título asociado y consigue la educación que necesitas para el mercado laboral de hoy y mañana.
¿Te gustaría que requieren tus servicios?
Inscríbete ya. Texas Southmost College, en Brownsville.
Looking for a special style and a perfect outfit for any day, any place? Then walk through the doors at Quell Boutique and see a variety that takes you back in time right into the best of today. 112 East Jackson Street is home to a unique store loaded with an assortment of just about anything you can imagine. Clothes, accessories, and service with a smile. Quell Boutique and shop downtown Harlingen.
Penalty flag on this first play. It's a pass completion. And then they'll finally take down Darius Dorsey. Hey, Gumwood, thank you, Ledettrick Marion. I knew it was Gum something. Whistle on the play. One of the Mavericks are down. Emilio Flores on the camera. I'm Joe Bowling. Billy Watson to my right, Nathaniel Menchaca. And then my wife, Dahlia, being the ultimate policeman above the clouds, watching us back on YouTube. I've already got reports on why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? Why are you doing this? Why are you clicking this? That's okay. I answer to the boss, my friend.
She loves her Chipotle logo there. She loves Chipotle.
Thank you. Chipotle, we did a live broadcast there. We'll be doing some coaches shows from there eventually, again. Timeout on the field for the injury. Back after this on RioSportsLive.com. Looking to add that special look to your home? Then stop by Nip and Tuck Draperies in downtown Harlingen. With a wide assortment of draperies, blinds, bedspreads, and more, they specialize in creating exactly what you want. Quilting done right in the shop, in the workroom. Open Monday through Friday, or call today for free estimates at 956-428-4331. Visit us on Facebook or stop by 214 East Jackson. It's Nip and Tuck Draperies as you shop downtown Harlingen.
Head to downtown Harlingen for great food, shopping, fitness, and fun. Welcome to Coletti's. Take a break for a quick lunch with handmade burgers, pastas, salads, sandwiches, and pizza. After a long day, have dinner with us where we have over 20 new menu items. Join us for Margarita Fridays and live music Fridays and Saturdays on the patio. Make any day memorable at Coletti's. Visit colettis.net. Downtown Harlingen. It's where you belong.
Back here on RioSportsLive.com, we are at the Galazo Sports Park, and one of the McAllen Mavericks is shaken up a little bit, and Homero Mendiola gets off under his own power, so hopefully he'll return back, but he took a pop.
Yeah, we seem to be at the bottom of the pack there, right in front of us. We got the good view about that. He'll be back.
Second down and 10 yards to go for the Pitbulls. They'll look to throw. Ton of time over the middle. That's a completed pass, or incomplete, says the official. Darius Dorsey was the intended receiver. 3rd and 10 coming up.
Roy Rendon on the coverage for the Mavericks. Great defense on his part. Had his hand on the left hip. Possibly got the hand in there to deflect the ball and hit the ground, whatever the ref saw, but nonetheless, incomplete pass. Good defense by Roy Rendon.
Fans, again, we appreciate you watching on the social media. Those on Facebook, share the link. Be sure you follow the page, like the page, so you can keep track of the other broadcasts. And then encourage you in a big way to subscribe to our YouTube channel, as that's where the true indicators are coming. Website is continuing under construction, and we got some major changes coming on that soon. Running play up the middle. Lot of room, and a first down for the Pitbulls. Recognition that time by Javier Matt, and he gets a first down.
Big body quarterback coming at you on the defense. Good hit by Rendon again, but first down. Big body running.
And that comes from those wide receivers, Darius Dorsey and Tim Price being the big playmakers. You start worrying about covering receivers in the middle of the field, just opened up.
And then you got to worry about them blocking. That's a key factor if you're a receiver. If not only can you catch the ball, you got to be able to block too.
First down play for the Pitbulls. Call it 1st and 10, just inside the midfield area. Hit as he throws that one, got rid of it. Pressure up the middle. Javier Matt got rid of the ball.
Armando Rodriguez there on the Mavericks, first to reach the quarterback there.
Brings up 2nd and 10 for the Pitbulls. Out of Palmview. Meanwhile, the McAllen Mavericks right now in a position where they would like to get a defensive stop. Score if they can, but at worst be heading into the second half with their hands on the football first to start the 3rd quarter of play.
They would not want to score right here. They already had a great opportunity at the 1-yard line of Palmview, but giving up a touchdown there.
Matt fakes the pass over the middle, caught. That's a yard gain past the stick, so that'll be a first down. Another catch this time by Tim Price. So 1st and goal coming up for the Pitbulls. We've reached the 2-minute warning here in the first half. With that means they get a little short break. We'll take a real quick one, too. This is RioSportsLive.com.
The Harlingen Downtown District has a bit of everything, my friends, and here's an invitation for you to visit and experience a friendly environment with the taste of local business and a variety of shopping, dining, and entertainment throughout the year. Vintage shops loaded with collectibles from the past, dining that caters to all, boutiques, quilting, salons, live entertainment, and don't forget about market days on the first Saturday of each month on Jackson Street, and Art Night the last Friday of the month. It's the Harlingen Downtown District, and the invitation is for you. Shop downtown Harlingen today.
Back here at the Galazo Sports Park, 2-minute warning has arrived here in the first half. Pitbulls have a 1st and goal situation. Under center will be Matt. Javier Matt, single back in the backfield, 2 receivers right-hand side. Pitch back right side, cut back, running up the middle over a couple of tacklers. Gaining positive yards is Marcus Fryer, then we'll sort out a penalty flag.
Rendon Roy looking over there, having that, I did something wrong. Referee telling Snavely something as well. This looks to be against McAllen, and it is.
That will not help the McAllen cause. as it's already a goal-to-goal situation. Now it's 1st and goal. So that's a personal foul type of play. So 1st down. Now under center goes Marcus Fryer. Well, check that. He just lines up in a tight formation right next to Femat. Fryer on the left-hand side. They'll fake the handoff. Femat runs it end zone. Touchdown Pitbulls. And Femat, who was a big part of that drive, gets the score there. Makes it a 28-14 game. Another penalty flag on the play.
Man, these refs are not having it with these celebrations. They're so fun. Come on, let them celebrate.
Yeah, they'll look good on the highlights.
They'll look good on the highlights. I like that.
Back after this on RioSportsLive.com.
Possibilities are all around us. We see potential in unexpected places. And when we share our knowledge, vision, and connections, we turn great ideas into action in communities all around the world. Together, we can make real change happen. We're Rotary. We are people of action. Get involved at Rotary.org.
We are back here at the Galazo Sports Park. Thanks again for joining us. McAllen Mavericks will have the ball. I love these celebrations, my friends. Referees don't like them. You're going to love the highlight reel we put together on this one, as Nathaniel Menchaca already has a dandy dozen put together.
The celebration highlight.
A lot of touchdowns. 28-14 the score. Mavericks have time to get a score on the board to close out the first half. They'll have to hurry. Direct snap to Hawkins. Runs through a tackle, looking for a block. Ran into his own man, got through another tackler. Gains 13 yards on the play. Had he had some additional blocking, it would have been a bigger play.
That's a first down run by T-Hawk.
Official stops the clock long enough to move the chains, and then McAllen burns a timeout. They need a score. They get the ball to start the third quarter. Back after this on RioSportsLive.com.
A&B's Cafe is just the right spot for your lunchtime or early morning cravings, as they have a terrific menu and environment that make you feel right at home. Be sure to check out the soups and sandwiches of the day. You have to try one of the specialty coffee or cappuccinos with an assortment of flavors that's sure to meet your heart's desire. J&B Cafe also offers small catering jobs and private parties. Open daily, Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. in downtown Harlingen at 204 East Jackson Street. Call ahead at 956-425-5282 or stop by. It's J&B Cafe when shopping downtown Harlingen.
Back here at the Galazo Sports Park, Eddie Rangel takes the ball, hands it off. Hawkins is hit, then a penalty comes in. And so we'll sort that out. That'll stop the play.
Stop there wearing the different uniform or different jersey type, looks like. Looks like Adidas right there. Looks like Adidas.
Officials talking it over. Basketball tomorrow here on Rio Sports Live. 7-on-7 football coming your way on Tuesday. Possibly basketball. And then we're heading out to Eagle Pass for 3 days as tons and tons of coaches, football coaches from the state of Texas. Running play, here comes Hawkins, right-hand side, barrels over a man, close to first down yardage. Want to finish that thought. Again, tons of coaches at the high school level converging around Eagle Pass, and we'll be there going live with interviews. Well, there's seminars, there's special guest speakers. Some of the legends of Texas high school football will be out there, and we'll be bringing you live coverage on Thursday and Friday from Eagle Pass, and then we'll come back here on Saturday and IWFA and Texas Valley Sports football as well. And then next week on Saturday, we've got FC Brownsville back in action, and they're trying to vie for a spot in the playoffs. Right now, they're looking pretty good. We have English and Spanish versions of that broadcast. So let's see, Monday, Tuesday. I don't think anything Wednesday. Basketball pictures on Wednesday from Billy Watson. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. 7 out of 7 days we'll be broadcasting, and they said we wouldn't be busy in the summer. Fumbled snap, and look out. It looks like the Pitbulls may have recovered. Mavericks were trying to get a score to close out the half. Pitbull defense says they've got it. So does the official. Pitbulls take over with a 28-14 lead. Inside a minute to go here in the first half.
It's a great stop by the Pitbulls. Not if you're a Maverick, though.
Down below that was Eddie Rangel, a.k.a. the X Factor, out of Ed Couch-Elsa, my friends. But he had no way in the world he could get his hands on that ball. Injury on the play. One of the Mavericks are down. We'll be back. This is RioSportsLive.com.
We are this close.
We're this close.
We are this close. Of wanting
to making history. This close to changing the world.
We are this close.
This close. This close to making sure no child suffers a crippling disease
ever again.
This close. We are this close to ending polio.
To ending polio. All we need is you.
This close. If we don't act now, we may lose this chance forever. Help Rotary make history at endpolionow.org.
Downtown Harlingen has a wide assortment of shops that cater to a collector's dreams. Add Grasshopper for a must-see when you're strolling down Jackson Street. At 221 East Jackson, Grasshopper has a little bit of everything from vintage antiques to specialty collectibles. Displayed with the hands of experience in the business for years. Take the time to enjoy what this store has to offer. Grasshopper, 221 East Jackson Street, as you shop downtown Harlingen.
Back here, we do have the replay on the biggest play in the first Friday, Saturday, Sunday. 7 out of 7 days we'll be broadcasting, and they said we wouldn't be busy in the summer. Fumbled snap, and look out. Underneath there, Pitbulls with the recovery. We got more replays coming your way again, my friends, an entire string of highlights. Pass play. Oh my goodness. You shut that broadcast down, we lose it.
Inscríbete ya. Texas
Back here on RioSportsLive.com. Now Nathaniel's trying to work through all of that. And we are back to play. Pass play on the right-hand side, it's incomplete. And look out, Emilio.
Does that count as a goal?
That was in the goal. It was in the soccer goal right here. Official comes over to get it. He doesn't give him any points out of the deal. Nathaniel just learned the same lesson my wife did. And I'll teach other operators of this. When you click all those eyeballs and then you come off of it and come back into it, our system thinks they all want to play at the same time. And thus, it takes the computer and throws it into convulsions. We're back. We're live. We got an injury. Closing out the first half after this on RioSportsLive.com.
A&B's Cafe is just the right spot for your lunchtime or early morning cravings, as they have a terrific menu and environment that make you feel right at home. Be sure to check out the soups and sandwiches of the day. You have to try one of the specialty coffee or cappuccinos with an assortment of flavors that's sure to meet your heart's desire. J&B Cafe also offers small catering jobs and private parties. Open daily, Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. in downtown Harlingen at 204 East Jackson Street. Call ahead at 956-425-5282 or stop by. It's J&B Cafe when shopping downtown Harlingen.
We are back at the Galazzo Sports Park. Joe Bowling with you, Billy Watson, Nathaniel Menchaca punching all the buttons, doing the magic. Got us back up and running without shutting it down. We almost lost the broadcast there. Of course, Emilio Flores just continues to churn away on the camera. Closing moments of the first half. for the Pitbulls. Femat looks to throw. Gets rid of it. Deep ball way downfield, incomplete. Threw it in the direction of Tyler Sism, and had he caught that ball, sign him up at the next level somewhere.
You just need to be a little bit faster.
A little bit faster?
A little bit faster. I mean, the wind might have helped, but this wind is crazy. I don't even know which way it's blowing.
It feels like it's coming into the face of Femat as he delivered that pass, but then again, you never know.
He has a strong arm. That's about a strong arm to go through that wind.
It is. Pitbulls with the ball. This after the turnover. And now they will look. Okay, the wind's going 16 mile an hour out of the southeast. Nathaniel, Mr. Weatherman. They'll pass the ball over on the left-hand side. That's a completed pass. Now yards after the catch again for the Pitbulls. We've seen this before. Down the right-hand side, looking for the end zone, and a touchdown for the Pitbulls. It's Tim Price again. Price went from left to right. They'll celebrate. They'll get 7 more points. And how about yards after the catch to close out the first half? It's a 35-14 lead. Palmview and the Pitbulls rolling. Back after this on RioSportsLive.com.
There's nothing more personal than a homemade quilt, and at GOB Quilts on 102 South 3rd Street in Harlingen, they have everything for a quilter's dreams. Fabrics, tools, threads, and everything else needed for the smallest quilts to the most elaborate imagined. GOB Quilts is a unique source, and it's well worth a stop as you shop downtown Harlingen.
Fans, again, we're at halftime as the dance team comes out. We'll go ahead and let Emilio zoom in on that. Between the McAllen Mavericks and the Palmview Pitbulls. 35-14 the score. The Pitbulls with a big lead. And Billy Watson, as billed, the Pitbulls, some said they were the best team in this league. Others said it was McAllen, but those that were talking about the Pitbulls just may be right.
Kind of surprised McAllen is doing a little slacked off here, but we still have a whole second half. This is a great league. We have some players who want to go pro or go to the next level even, and so you can't rule any possibilities out here. But yes, Palmview is definitely outplaying McAllen as far as McAllen had a chance at the Palmview's own 1-yard line. Penalties played a big role in that. Ended up scoring a touchdown. He had Dorsey at the end of the half going on a last-minute touchdown. It's factors like that that'll end up hurting you in the end. But McAllen has a whole another half to play.
This changed complexion in the last minute of the first half. It was a 28-14 game. McAllen with a chance to score the touchdown that would have got them within 7 points, and then they're going to get the ball to start the second half. But they give the ball up on the fumble. Pitbulls convert. They're up 35-14. Fans, again, I'm going to play a little segment we put together, Valley TV and Rio Sports Live combining to bring you opportunities from an advertising perspective. 1.3 million views during basketball season. That was on Rio Sports. Now tack on another 1 million views coming your way and counting. Take a look at this. You'll recognize one of the plays as well, one of the bigger plays we had in basketball season this year. Guard the inbound play. A lob for Perez. That's my play. Off the backboard. Count it. And a win. And a win. Brian Perez wins the game for the Santa Rosa Warriors, and they go nuts. And why not? Perez finishes the game with 23 points. It's a buzzer beater with a half a second to go. The shot counts. The Warriors win, and they're making it to the regional finals.
Wow.
Fans, it's Joe Bowling here with Rio Sports Live. Want to make sure you catch all the games right here on Rio Sports, and we're broadcasting on several platforms, on Facebook Live, on YouTube Live, on Roku Television, on Apple TV, and on the website, RioSportsLive.com. It's all the sporting action you can ever want, and it's right here on Rio Sports.
For just $4, you can get an everyday value slam. All-you-can-eat pancakes, a new biscuit smothered in sausage gravy, with a new cookies and cream mega sundae. You know, I'm more than a cook. I'm everyone's best friend.
4 dishes for $4 each. Denny's.
Needing tires, my friends? Then race over to Lombardi Tires and take advantage of great deals, including tires beginning as low as $20. That's right, tires as low as $20 right now at Lombardi Tires, located 300 US 281 Brownsville, Texas. Lombardi Tires. Yes, I said $20 tires. Business owners, get your message out, whether it's on the platforms of Valley TV and Rio Sports Live combined. That means you get exposure 24 hours a day throughout the year and during live broadcasts at an affordable price just for you. You can't do better than this. We've got great numbers. They're growing every day across the Rio Grande Valley, into Corpus Christi, into Laredo, into South San Antonio. Your business, not as a sponsor, but as an advertiser, getting direct results. Again, it's Rio Sports Live and Valley TV, a great team bringing you great coverage. Back here at the Galazo Sports Park, everyone's kind of vacated the place as we're at halftime. They are going to give them an entire 10-minute break. Palmview Pitbulls on top of this one, 35-14. They lead the McAllen Mavericks. Mavericks next week will take on Edinburgh. Meanwhile, the Pitbulls, Billy Watson was looking at their schedule. They're off a week, and then they come back on the 23rd. And right now, looks like they're in position to remain unbeaten. We saw Harlingen last week, Billy Watson. We saw these two teams, and everyone's talking about the fantasy. And let's talk about the best teams we've seen here and how they match up.
Well, I'd like to say that I would say that the Mavericks before this game were the best team I saw, and that's not been the case lately, but, you know, we have a whole nother half. I like the Harlingen team a lot. Harlingen's been a great team. I like them. They have a great running attack. I wasn't expecting them to come out. I mean, my favorite color is not green, but I saw a green team come out there, and, well, they put the pedal to the metal on the team. I believe it was Edinburgh Freedom, and Harlingen surprised me. So I'd like to see Harlingen. I'm very interested in seeing Harlingen and seeing what they're capable of doing.
This Pitbull team, as expected, as good as we thought or better.
Everyone was talking about this Pitbull team. I mistaken the roster I was getting earlier today for Alamo. I don't even know if there is an Alamo team. I think there is an Alamo team.
There is an Alamo team.
But it's Palmview. You know what? Palmview is I like this team too. I mean, if we had a Super Bowl right now, I would choose Harlingen and Palmview. Those are probably my two top picks.
Texas Valley Sports football action on a Sunday night. We'll be back after this on RioSportsLive.com.
At Illuminations, we're a one-stop shop. We have all the lighting you need for your new home, outdoor lighting, ceiling fans, chandeliers. So when you're building your new home, we work well with your builder. We'll get your floor plans, or we'll walk the house if we need to, make sure all the light fixtures that you get are gonna work and are gonna look good together. Illuminations is a family-owned business. We've been in business for 17 years now. My parents actually were in the construction industry prior to opening the store, and it was during this time that they noticed a need for a store like ours. one that would provide the customer service that contractors and new homeowners are looking for, and eliminate the headaches that you might get when you're shopping at a big box store and you don't get that one-on-one customer service. The Brownsville area is really growing. There's a lot of movement, there's a lot of construction, there's a lot of excitement. So we're glad that we finally have a store here that customers can come and look at our products here locally. I invite you to come discover Brownsville.
Back here on RioSportsLive.com, the Golazo Sports Park, and the teams are starting to make their way back to the field. And right now, the Palmview Pitbulls on top by the score of 35-14. They'll be the McAllen team with the ball to start the second half, but the Pitbulls have just kind of come in here, scored on their first possession. Defense has made some big plays, and then when given opportunities, this team hasn't wasted the chance in running up this current 21-point lead.
And I've mentioned a lot of Cedric Dallas tonight. He has a pick and a few big blocks and tackles on the defense today. And so I think Cedric Dallas out in the corner position, he's going to be a key factor. And I see the height advantage compared to McAllen. They have a lot of short receivers. So I think that, in my opinion, the height mismatch is going to definitely be in favor of Palmview.
Meanwhile, this Palmview team with Darius Dorsey and Tim Price, the receiving crew, they have shown the ability to make some big-time plays, scoring touchdowns, and a lot of stuff done yards after the catch on a positive way for the Pitbulls as well.
And not only do they have the height, they have the speed. You don't see that much out of a tall guy, but that's not the case here tonight.
The Mavericks are already on the field. Their offense is ready to roll. You can see there Emilio Flores right on top of that. If he panned the other way, you'd see a lot of confusion as the Pitbulls are having some trouble.
10 minutes went by pretty fast.
Getting their play. At least it was 10 minutes.
At least it was, that's what they say.
Reminding you again, the IWFA comes your way again on Saturday night here on RioSportsLive.com. That's full contact women's football. Last night, it was the Rockport Hurricanes taking on the Harlingen Honeys. Overtime and then a tie, Billy Watson. I know you were as disappointed as I was.
I saw your face on that. You're like, a tie? Seriously? This isn't a soccer game?
Saw some Valley Vixens here that are watching this game. They'll be taking on San Antonio this week on the road. I asked them, I said, were you watching? Yeah, we were checking it out. And I said, a tie? They're like, I know. We were like, we didn't have any overtime games, but now we know it's a tie. I think that'll change on a league perspective. Running play for the Mavericks to start the second half, and that goes for a little gain. Second down and 4 coming up, or check that 6 yards coming up for the McAllen Mavericks, and their offense needs to get on track.
I would like to see McAllen throw the ball here as they have the wind at their back now. I've seen past games before they've used the throwing game to their advantage. So Castaneda would bring the ball up, coming into the game and throwing the ball would help them out instead of running the ball. Even though they have Hawkins out there, I would like to see him throw the ball a bit.
Pitbulls call a timeout. Again, they've been confused since they walked on the field to start this second half. They'll get it right. They lead by 21. This is RioSportsLive.com.
Hey girls, it's time to get your glam on. Announcing Communities in School of Cameron County's 7th annual Girls Just Want to Have Fun Glam Party. Thursday, June 14th from 6 to 10 p.m. at the Brownsville Event Center. Great food and music, shopping, and a fantastic silent auction. It's only $25 and you must be 21 years old to attend. All proceeds go to Communities in Schools of Cameron County to help kids stay in school and achieve in life. So come join us Thursday, June 14th from 6 to 10 p.m. at the Brownsville Event Center.
Don Medina chiming in with all kinds of hashtags on this game. Nightmare Gang, Dog Pound Gang, another Nightmare Gang. Hashtag Real Sports Live. Oh, who said that? Here we go. Mavericks back with the football. And they'll run it. It's going to be Rangel. Looking from the left-hand side. Fumbles the ball and the Pitbulls recover. Now, is that going to be blown dead? No, sir. Pitbulls have the ball and they'll take over. Defense with another turnover, and the Pitbulls have great field position to start this drive.
Lucien Williams out there shaking his head. That was me. I stripped the ball. Another turnover for the Mavericks, unfortunately, and that's great field position for Palmview.
Pitbulls set up first down. Last week we covered Rio Grande City and their action here on Texas Valley Sports. We had Harlingen, we had Edinburgh, and we had this McAllen team.
Rio Grande City was also another good team that we saw out there this week.
They competed. They had some players. Pitbulls on first down, already up by 21 points. They led 14-7 after a quarter of play, and then outscored the Mavericks in that second quarter to extend to this current lead. Back at quarterback is Javier Fimat. Pitches it right-hand side behind the blockers, cutting to the right side, but nowhere to go. Good defense pursuit that time. Marcus Fryer never could get around that corner.
And I can feel the momentum swing. They were like, okay, we need to chime this up. So McAllen with a nice stop there.
Felix Reyes, the first guy in to make the hit for the McAllen Mavericks. And then he had some help, which was the key point, missing in the first half when those tailbacks would run the ball. One guy would get there, but there wasn't any help. On that play, plenty of help. Fimat brings him up. Second down. Pass play. Fimat pump fake. Looks in the corner of the end zone. It's up for grabs and incomplete. Nearly a diving catch.
Would have been a great highlight there. Good attempt though. Oh.
Brings up third down for the Pitbulls. Darius Dorsey was the intended receiver. He's already on our highlight reel in the first half, my friends. That would have been a big one. Don Medina with a hashtag RSL. I like it. Roll with that, my friends. Let it go viral. Texas Valley Sports right here. Football action from Galazzo Sports Park on a Sunday night. Fimat out of a shotgun formation for the Pitbulls, trying to capitalize after the turnover. Just underway here in the third quarter. Fimat keeps himself running up the middle. Sidesteps the man. Touchdown. And how about that move by Javier Fimat? 7 more on the point for the Palmview Pitbulls. It's 42-14.
Split the two defenders there. A great running attempt again.
Pitbulls on top big. We'll be back. Third quarter continues. This is RealSportsLive.com. Looking for furniture? Go to Furniture Place, where they carry Ashley furniture and products you won't find anywhere else. Buy from the best. 6-piece bedroom sets, $399 and up. No credit check financing. Furniture Place. They beat any price. Guaranteed 10%. 125 Ruben Torres Boulevard in Brownsville, Texas. Needing tires, my friends? Then race over to Lombari Tires and take advantage of great deals, including tires beginning as low as $20. That's right, tires as low as $20 right now at Lombari's Tire, located 300 US 281 Brownsville, Texas. Lombari Tires. Yes, I said $20 tire.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Xavier. This is Sarge, and we're the owners of King Cuts Barbershop, and this is the King Cuts crew. Welcome to King Cuts!
We specialize in all kinds of men's cuts and hair designs. Keep yourself groomed. We'll take care of the rest. King Cuts, where fresh cuts are served daily.
Time to worry. We'll get you taken care of fast and easy. Now you can get back to your day with a healthy smile.
Back here on RealSportsLive.com. Mavericks with the football. Here comes Travion Hawkins. Rumbles forward. Gains about 8 yards on the play. 2nd and 2 coming up for the McAllen Mavericks. And we really haven't seen a lot of Travion Hawkins in this game.
Now he's starting to come alive a little bit more extracurricular going on the Palmview side.
That's why we took the extended break after that touchdown by the Pitbulls. The extracurricular activity just kind of took over the field. There's a couple things I won't do, and that is I won't keep cameras rolling on extracurricular stuff, and we'll get the cameras off on the injuries.
I learned that the hard way when we had the Vela game. This guy knows next to me, he knows.
Well, that's all a part of learning and part of broadcasting and what we're doing here with Rio Sports. At some levels, yeah, they like to show that stuff, but at this level, we'll keep it on the up and up. We'll show the good plays, show the great efforts. We don't need the extracurricular stuff. 1st and 10 coming up for the McAllen Mavericks, and they outright need to get something going on the offensive end. Eddie Rangel, he played his high school days for Ed Couch. Hands the ball off. Hawkins stutters, met at the line of scrimmage and thrown down. As he got to the line of scrimmage, Hawkins lost all momentum going forward.
Albert Reyes with their first man there. Take a hit there.
And so 2nd and 10 coming up. 2nd and 10 for the McAllen Mavericks. And the Mavericks offense scored on their first drive and scored another touchdown in that second quarter. Other than that, they have been shut down by a determined Palmview Pitbull team. On 2nd down, Rangel out of a shotgun, keeps Hawkins in the backfield. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right-hand side, man in motion. Here comes the penalty flag, raining in. That's going to be against the Mavericks.
You said it before, Palmview likes to jump, but they won't jump across the line of scrimmage, and that unfortunately hurts the McAllen. They'll actually move, causing the false start.
5 yards back against the Mavericks, still 2nd down. Call it 15 yards to go. Reminding you can go back and watch the archives on here, and we're rapidly getting that archive part of the website up and running, where you'll have the ability to just click on the website and keep track of not just that, but a lot of things coming up. Rangel dancing around in the backfield, suddenly turns a corner, ends up gaining a couple yards, and he's thrown backwards. Rangel, though, he showed the ability in the first half to make something out of nothing. He gets hit and wrapped up. Ernesto Gomez. Rangel ended up gaining a couple. 3rd down and 11 to go for the McAllen Mavericks. We're in the 3rd quarter of play. And Rangel ran a long time to gain those 4 yards. 3rd down play. Again, in this league, you have to go for it on 4th down. 2 receivers right side, single receiver out to the left. That's Angel Gonzalez, now man in motion. Here comes the penalty flags. Rangel going to keep it, going to sling it downfield in the end zone. Diving catch is made. It's a touchdown if it stands. We'll sort out the flag. Angel Gonzalez made the catch in traffic. Will the play stand? It appears so, yes. Touchdown Mavericks on a perfect strike from Rangel. 7 points on the board. Watch for that highlight. Back after this on Rio Sports Live.
Shopping for furniture, appliances, or building supplies? Habitat for Humanity Restore has it all at discounted prices. Check out habitatrgv.org for more info or drop by our McAllen or Harlingen stores. Restore. Great stuff, great prices, great cause.
Back here, we got that highlight reel. I'm telling you, my friends, it's going to be a good one for this game. We are capturing plays on the fly. When will we run it? That's the question as we start running these highlight reels. It'll be sometime after this game, possibly his sleep pattern. We just don't want to run it too late at night. It'll probably be a live version maybe tonight. We'll see. Pitbulls back with the football, 42-21 your score. And there's a play to the right side, and that's an incomplete pass. 2nd and 10 coming up. Will that provide the spark that gets some inspired play by the Mavericks here in the 3rd quarter?
If you're McAllen, you need a stop here. I would like a fumble recovery or interception, pick 6, you name it, some defensive stop here and soon, because this 3rd quarter seems to be coming into an end really soon. If we can get a referee to give us a time soon. But regardless, McAllen needs a stop soon.
McAllen's first error that we've seen the field. They had the isolated coverage on Angel Gonzalez. So, we'd like to see that offense. Femat looks to throw again. He airs one deep down the right-hand side, and that's going to be on the defensive. And Femat has got a gun at the quarterback spot.
Big body, big arms. That's a great throw, especially in this wind. It's still going pretty fast. That's a great throw.
Third down for the Pitbulls. They were stopped only once in that first half, if I've got it down right. As this offense was just scoring and utilizing the running game and the passing game as well. Femat this time out of a shotgun. Receiver out to the left side is Darius Dorsey. Got to watch him. Femat looks for Dorsey. Catches it on a short route. Gains a first down. Makes a great move. And down the sideline, they will not catch him. Dorsey again with the move. Yards after the catch. 7 points on the board. Pitbulls, and how about Dorsey?
Man, having a great game for Palmview. They're going to go. He's going to celebrate. Look at that. Got some hops, too.
I just said, watch Dorsey.
Watch Dorsey.
Touchdown. Back after this. Mavericks with the ball on RioSportsLive.com.
There's nothing more personal than a homemade quilt, and at GLB Quilts on 102 South 3rd Street in Harlingen, they have everything for a quilter's dreams. Fabrics, tools, threads, and everything else needed for the smallest quilts to the most elaborate imagined. GLB Quilts is a unique source, and it's well worth a stop as you shop downtown Harlingen.
We are back here at RioSportsLive.com, our coverage at the Galazzo Sports Park of the McAllen Mavericks and the Palmview Pitbulls. And the Pitbulls, with the big plays of the game, seems like anytime they need a big play, they get a big play, and in most cases it results in 7 points. This time a touchdown pass to Darius Dorsey. Not the first time I've said that. Mavericks trying to answer. Running play, and here comes Hawkins. He's got a big first down as he rumbles forward for 14 yards. And Darius Hawkins, or Travion Hawkins that is, with the first down. I'm still on the Darius mode.
Cedric Dallas saved the potential touchdown there.
First down for the Mavericks. We're in the third quarter. We should be coming to the end of that third quarter here any moment as the McAllen Mavericks. These two teams will meet again later on in the regular season, and both are eyeing a spot in the playoffs here at Texas Valley Sports in this league. Hawkins this time gives up some ground. Now he makes the turn, got back to the line of scrimmage, takes on a tackler. It's finally wrapped up and thrown down. Travion Hawkins ended up gaining 4 yards on that play, and Billy Hawkins, that was all thanks to his second, third, and fourth effort.
Yeah, Ernie Ordonez was the first guy to meet him in the backfield, and that caused him to get a direction change.
Lucian Williams also over there in the mix. And that should take us to the end of the third quarter. Or will it? The officials talking things over. And they'll have a discussion. Here comes the wind. Where'd that come from? It had gone down. We'll keep it right here. Wow, that wind had gone away, Billy Watson. You kept talking about it. Now here it is in a big way.
And for those who don't know, it's hurricane season. It's hurricane season.
Just popped up here, and
I think that the officials might be discussing a fumble. Palmview players are pointing their way, going their way.
They wanted the ball. Officials aren't going to give it to them. And we'll take a quick timeout. We'll sort it out. Back after this on Real Sports Live.
Frank's Collection Record Shop has a collection of vinyl records that rivals anyone, anywhere. Located in the back of the Antique Emporium on 123rd East Jackson Street, Frank's Record Shop has been delivering the best sounds from any age or style throughout the years. Records, coins, and more. It's Frank's Record Shop when you shop downtown Harlingen.
Back after here on RioSportsLive.com, and they will give the ball to Palmview. That was a long discussion, Billy Watson. And the officials had the ability to go check instant replay. And on the review, they give the ball to the Pitbulls. So the defense gets another turnover.
I forget we had instant replay in this league. That's pretty cool. Nonetheless, another turnover, another costly turnover from McAllen. Story of the game for them.
Officials talking it over. Again, they went over, reviewed the play, and give the ball over to the Palmview Pitbulls. So their defense has had interceptions, has caused fumbles, has just really controlled play here. And I mean, the 49-21 score is not a, in some cases you say the score doesn't indicate the real way this game was played. In this case, it really has. Pitbulls have taken this football game to the Mavericks and have kind of flexed their muscle a little bit here in this game. First matchup of the season between these two teams. First down play for Javier Femat. This time there's nothing doing. Helmet's flying off on that hit. Carry on the play by Marcus Fryer. He goes nowhere.
Nestor Yabata with the helmet. Seems to have his helmet back on his head now. He was the first guy there to make the tackle.
In this league, you get to stay in the game if you have your helmet knocked off. In some leagues, such as the high school level, that won't happen. This is 18 and over. Full contact men's football, 8-on-8. Second down coming up. And after the loss on the play of 6, it's 2nd and 16 for the Pitbulls, who are, again, on the field after causing a turnover, forcing a fumble by the McAllen Mavericks. New quarterback in the game now. That's Luke Jackson. Jackson sidesteps a man, running play, got back near the original line of scrimmage, and a penalty comes raining in.
Ibata with the hit again, the helmet comes off again. Let's check the penalty.
So it would be 3rd and 11, and the way they're dancing back there, it looks like this penalty may be against the Pitbulls, as the Mavericks are celebrating. One of the players for the Pitbulls has the penalty flag. Better get that back. That is against the Pitbulls, so they'll decline. So that makes it 3rd down and 10 yards to go. At the last second. So it is 2nd down, 10 yards to go for the Pitbulls. Jackson looks to throw over the middle, got a man, incomplete. Looking in the direction of Tyler Sissom. Did he hear footsteps there, Billy Watson?
He heard footsteps.
There was a safety coming back, as this Maverick team has a couple of guys back there playing in a deep safety position.
You heard Snavely's footsteps. That guy's been at his on defense tonight.
He's delivered some hits already. 3rd down. 10 yards to go for the Palmview Pitbulls. Again, this suddenly is a long played 3rd quarter here. Now, no, we're not in the 4th yet. Still in the 3rd quarter. Pitbulls on this 3rd down play. Jackson drops back to throw. Fires it. Incomplete. Missed his man as it was in the right direction, but an incomplete pass. In that case, Guillermo Garcia, the intended receiver.
Don't think he was expecting that pass from Jackson.
Now 4th down. Luke Jackson, a big, tall quarterback for the Pitbulls.
Any relation to Lamar Jackson?
They've got some sheer athletes on this Pitbull team. Timeout called by the Pitbulls. They lead 49-21. This is Texas Valley Sports. 8-on-8 football on a Sunday night on RealSportsLive.com.
A-Plus Uniforms has just what you need for a professional look with quality and a personal touch that will take care of what you need. A uniform is a tool of many professionals, and at A-Plus they have the variety of choices to set you in motion today. all at an affordable cost and a convenience of a local business. 109 North 3rd Street is A+ Uniforms when you shop downtown Harlingen.
Back here on RioSportsLive.com. For some reason, the officials are over there on the We're in the third quarter. Pitbulls of Palmview with the ball. And they'll bring it up to the That was when FEMAT was at quarterback. See if Luke Jackson can get the job done out of a shotgun formation. On this fourth down play, they do allow the offensive coordinator to be behind the play to assist the offense on this lead. Offense on the field for McAllen. Palmview Pitbulls still lead this one 49-21. Back after this quick break on Real Sports Live.
Flowers by Jessie on 208 East Jackson in Harlingen has fresh flowers daily and can range for you for any occasion. Recitals, quinceañeras, bridal showers, sympathy, and fresh flower arrangements. Let Flowers by Jessie handle those special needs or day. Call 956-425-2100. Open Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, and Saturdays, 9 to 12. Brighten someone's day with Flowers by Jessie, downtown Harlingen, Texas.
Back here at the Glazo Sports Park, here comes the McAllen Maverick offense onto the field and out of the huddle. They'll come to the line of scrimmage. Eddie Rangel at the quarterback, empty backfield for Rangel. Receiver left-hand side is Angel Gonzalez. They connected last time out. Man in motion, right to left. Fake the handoff. Rangel swings a pass out, and it's caught. And they're incomplete pass. They'll blow it dead. Gonzalez must have stepped out of bounds. They were setting up that receiver screen over on that left side. Incomplete pass, 2nd down and 10 for the McAllen Mavericks here in the third quarter of play. Tomorrow night, looks like we'll be covering some basketball for you. Los Fresnos taking on Harlingen is looking like our game. And Billy, you got to see Los Fresnos last week. And the question coming in to this next season is, do they still have some shooters? The answer is?
Yes, definitely. Los Fresnos, I have a coach back at school. They said they shoot a lot per day, go to the weight room. They're definitely having a lot of shooters next season.
Rangel over the middle, tipped away, incomplete. In the direction of Brian Takovich, but two guys back there in coverage. Lucian Williams got his hand on the football to tip it away. 3rd down coming up for the Mavericks. We're looking at possibly Tuesday getting to cover a game. There's a lot of excitement. He's got a lot of guys coming back. Shooters, Tyke Johnson, and then a host of shooters. I know they lost some of the players like Zoller and Jamie Zoller, who graduated. The talk is that this next group coming up for Santa Rosa, and I'm going to quote more than one source, but dead hard thrown backwards. The talk is by many that this group coming up for Santa Rosa, that were 8th graders coming into the 9th grade, may be the best team coach has ever had. Not out of the gate, but within the next year or two. And that's saying something for Santa Rosa. They've had some great teams. There's a corner, gonna keep it, gonna run, goal to goal. First, as again, something out of nothing for Eddie Rangel.
Ramon de la Rosa was the man who got him out of the pocket there, and Ernesto Tamez with the stop.
Now, the last time I was talking, I'm being told, watch this Santa Rosa team that's coming out through the ranks. Touchdown Mavericks on the play. 7 points on board this 49-48 score.
I think it's one or 2 days I wanted to find.
Financially, and I wanted to give back to the community.
My parents were here going to school back when I was a kid, so honestly it was just a natural choice.
I don't have to leave to a bigger university. I can do it here in my hometown at my community college.
Back here after the touchdown scored by the McAllen Mavericks. And again, Billy, you get around sports enough, you hear a lot of people saying best ever, best ever. And a lot of times you say, I'm not sure. But I did. I saw Trevor Spates at that time, and I was like, well, he's really great at basketball. And they were telling me, watch him. And then you start hearing the stories as Trevor was coming up. Hey, watch his brother. And Campbell Spates is coming, and he's coming on strong. So I went and watched him in 7th and 8th grade, and I started saying that to Kevin Naro and some of the other sports guys. Watch Campbell. He may every number that Trevor gets, Campbell may get him too, and right now he is. Pitbulls with the ball. Out to the left-hand side on a completed pass. Drive. Offense was shut down. Mavericks capitalized, put points on the board. I'm sure going to high school, you heard talk about teams and players coming up.
Yeah, I told you before, Leo Lotta, we played him. Got better. Oh, man. He's better every year, and he's playing at Commerce right now. Great guy. Shout out to him right now.
Ball came loose on that play.
Yeah, it looks to be a face mask penalty, and FEMAT's arguing.
So the Pitbulls with the lead. Leo Lara lit up the gym at your school in one of the not against you, in one of the playoff games 2 years ago.
I remember that, yes.
Fans standing out, lined up for 2.5
packed
hours.
Gym, I tell you. Even great basketball support.
Of course, the State Roanoke Warriors made a magical run to this. Then with a tremendous comeback, nearly got to the championship in all of those games for you right down the line here on RioSportsLive.com. FEMAT on a first down for the Pitbulls. Drops back, keeps it, hit in the backfield, and drop for a loss.
Marco Garcia, great hit on the lineman there and got to FEMAT. This is a stop that McAllen needs right now, especially late in the game.
If nothing else, you want to prove the point that you're capable of getting some stops against this offense for the second time around. Second down coming up. Call it 12 yards to go. But we've seen this Pitbull team convert on 3rd and long, 4th and long. So situation down and a long distance to go doesn't seem to affect this team too much.
You're McAllen, you got to play smart too. You don't want to give up 4th and long and give a penalty.
Wide left is Junior Rodriguez. Wide right is Tyler Sism. FEMAT looks, pumps, runs, taking it to the sideline and then gets out of bounds. And look out here.
Literally up front in the
Emilio was bailing. I was watching to see where FEMAT rolled up onto my knee. These are my titanium knees. I don't want to get them ruined after a year.
Man, FEMAT's bigger when he's up close.
He was a lot bigger. Emilio elected not to stick with the coverage on FEMAT rolling right below his feet. Probably a smart choice. He was trying to figure out a way to jump off and get in the soccer goal, which is right behind the camera. 3rd down coming up. That was a gain on the play of 5, so 3rd and 7 for the Pitbulls.
That's right. That's all they
right on the catch. Penalty against the Mavericks, so the play will stand. 1st down and 10 for the Palmview Pitbulls. Pitch back in the backfield. Ball is nearly stripped. Loss of the play on a couple of yards there by Marcus Fryer.
Snavely again in the backfield. Almost got the strip there. But he was the first man to meet the running back on that play, Fryer.
Once, as a defender, you got to be careful there, because if you don't get that strip and you lose contact with the running back, in some cases, everyone takes that pause. In this case, the Maverick defense didn't, and they continued the pursuit. But you got to be careful if you go for that strip.
sometimes causes the defense to be like, oh, he's got him.
And then he's gone to the end zone. Second down coming up for the Pitbulls. Our thanks again to all the fans watching here on RioSportsLive.com at the Galazo Sports Park in Pharr, Texas. Femat out of a shotgun formation. Low snap, slings it left-hand side. That's going to be caught, and then running right through the tackle, gaining a couple extra yards. Upset with himself is Tim Price. He wanted 6 out of that deal.
I think he wanted a touchdown out of that. He wants another touchdown.
First and goal now coming up for the Pitbulls of Palmview. High school football is a lot closer than you think, my friends. It's in August they'll be playing. We're already putting games on the website as far as what our projections are. Excited with the announcement this week of ValleyCentral.com. We're providing a streaming service for Valley Central this year, meaning we'll be out there talking with multiple schools and getting that in place and set up, and then getting multiple camera systems in place to broadcast games. Will UIL allow it to be video this year? That's the question. They'll find out in August. Running play, and that goes nowhere. Coming through was Marco Garcia. You've said his name a bunch.
Said his name a bunch. Great tackle. He got through the line again. Big hit on the quarterback.
Second down coming up for the Palmview Pitbulls. And this is a more determined Maverick team playing right now than what we saw in that second quarter, which this game kind of got out of hand. And it really didn't get out of hand until the last minute and a half of the second quarter. It was a 21-14 game. Palmview scored. Mavericks got the ball, got it down inside the 10. Coughed it up, gave up a score. It turned into a 35-14 game in the blink of an eye. We're sitting here now at 49-28. Each team has scored twice here in the second half. Pitbulls looking for more. Femat with a hitch, now in the end zone. Diving catch incomplete. They'll say he juggled it to the ground. Dorsey almost with the acrobatic catch. They may review that. The official said he was juggling it. Dorsey thought he caught it.
The ref had a great view on that. I like the call.
Dorsey's like, point to that camera. Go over there and check that replay. I caught that ball.
And that's exactly what I think they're going to be doing now.
They're going to review it. As they review it, we'll take a quick break. This is RioSportsLive.com.
Fans, if you're looking for that special something that has anything to do with your favorite teams, then Sports Fans on 111 East Jackson in Harlingen is the stop to make. Fully licensed pro and college team collectibles and an assortment that grows each and every day. Check out the Facebook updates at Sports Fans. Open Tuesday through Friday, 11 to 6, and Saturdays, 10 to 5 at 111 East Jackson, or call ahead at 956-425-7600. It's Sports Fans when you shop downtown Harlingen.
Back here, the play will stand as the near touchdown pass completion to Darius Dorsey will be waved off. And so it will be third down for the Palmview Pitbulls. Our thanks again to here at the Galazo Sports Park in Pharr, Texas. We were already going through coverage this week. Freddie Heredia, by the way, is on his way out to Lubbock, Texas, and he'll be covering traveling baseball on Thursday, or on Saturday. He's going out on Saturday to cover that. He's got a jet out on Friday after we finish covering the coaches clinic and seminars that are going on in Eagle Pass featuring legends of high school football in the state of Texas who have already agreed to do interviews and go live with us during our broadcast. Excited also to see some of the coaches from the Rio Grande Valley, from San Antonio, from Houston, from Dallas, and from across the state of Texas. Again, legends that are currently coaching, legends from the past that are going to be speaking, and we'll be all over that. We've been invited and given carte blanche to be out there and be a part of this. And so for fans who are big-time fans of football, we're excited for you to have a chance to get to know a little closer up on some of these coaches and hear some of the stories of days gone by. Some of the legendary coaches, Hall of Fame coaches that are going to be part of our broadcast. Femat on a first down for the Pitbulls. I formation behind him. Penalty flag on the play. Pass in the end zone is going to be incomplete. Now they'll sort out the penalties.
Might have been another free play there.
Mavericks are already bringing the offense onto the field as if they get the ball back. Incomplete pass stands. It will be Maverick football. Their defense gets a stop. 49-28. Are they 3 scores away from getting back in this? Do they have time to pull that off? Billy Watson, that's a big ask.
It's a big ask. If you were playing Madden, you might have time.
First down for the Mavericks. Good news is you got the ball. Bad news is you're at your 1-yard line. Pitbulls had that in the first half, ended up turning that into 7 points.
Let's see if McAllen can do that as well. With time running out in this game.
Mavericks bring back Eddie Rangel. One of the chain gang came over and said, hey, Eddie Rangel, also known as the X Factor from Ed Couch Elsa. My wife just heard me talking about all the things we're doing, and she advised me she's tired already. She knows she's going to be the camera operator and the engineer out at those seminar games and out at the ranch. There's a running play on a pass, and that's going to be a safety as the Palmview Pitbulls defense makes another big play and puts points on the board. 2 more points on the board, make it a 51-28 lead. Pitbulls will get the ball. And again, this defense makes just as many plays as does the offense. Back after this on RioSportsLive.com.
Looking for a special style and a perfect outfit for any day, any place? Then walk through the doors at Quell Boutique and see a variety that takes you back in time right into the best of today. 112 East Jackson Street is home to a unique store loaded with an assortment of just about anything you can imagine. Down to Harlingen.
McAllen was looking to get some couple more points on the board for them in their favor, but not in the hands of Palmview, saying our defense is too good, 2 more for us.
Pitbulls now will bring the offense on the field. It was one of those, like I said, good news, bad news. Good news, you got the ball. Bad news, you're at your 1-yard line. Got to be careful. Turned into a safety. And so now the Pitbulls offense on the field. 2 receivers out to the right-hand side. Far right is Tim Price. Another receiver out to the left. Back at quarterback is Luke Jackson. Hands it off in the backfield. Tailback is hit, got through 2 tackles, ends up gaining yards on the play. That's Albert Reyes on the carry, and then a penalty comes in. What do you got?
Armando Rodriguez on the stop, and that was Marco Garcia again in the backfield, making the first hit and first contact. This seems to be on the offense.
Penalty will be against the Pitbulls. I like the Pitbulls for a lot of reasons, but one of the things I like most is they do have depth. They got multiple guys to keep fresh troops in. These are 15-minute quarters, and with only a 10-minute halftime break and literally no time between quarters and maybe 40 seconds in between touchdowns, this is if you're not careful, if you don't have backups, this is Iron Man style football.
It's not like TV timeouts.
No, wish it were. We'd get a few more in. Pass play. Jackson looks for it all. That's up for grabs. It's tipped and incomplete. Back there defensively was Eddie Rangel. Intended receiver was Tyler Sism. He was double teamed. Good coverage that time by the Mavericks. Second down for the Palmview Pitbulls. Reminding you, we'll have highlights of this game as Nathaniel's got that all in play. About what time? He says 11:45 tonight. You'll be able to see the highlight reel here on RealSportsLive.com.
So set your alarms, folks.
Set your alarms.
Set your alarms.
Check
Stay up
it
late.
I'll be up, I think. I don't want to be up, but I will.
You don't have to go to work
day.
tomorrow.
We got to find sales tomorrow. We're out after advertisers tomorrow, often hitting the road. Talking about some advertising space available for spots here on RealSportsLive.com that help fund this ship. Pass play again. Jackson gets rid of the ball. It's tipped, and nearly a circus catch on a tip by Tim Price. Intended for Lucian Williams, but it was Price that would have come up with the catch of the night had he got that.
Nathaniel was like, oh, another highlight reel. He's still made the highlight reel.
Still going to go on the highlight reel. That's an almost play. Why not? Again, when you watch the highlights, my friends, understand that these will be the raw plays coming back at you. And then as I get further down the line and Real Sports Live gets the editing rolling, thank you VTX1 and the studio. Oh, I haven't announced that yet. Well, I'll be quiet. We'll then have highlight reels that'll be coming on. That'll be fully edited. I'll even throw in some music and have a lot of fun with that. But right now, I think you will still enjoy the highlight reels that have some of the key and big plays of this game. 2-minute warning. Back after this on RealSportsLive.com.
Si te acabas de graduar de la preparatoria o buscas cambiar de carrera, Texas Southmost College es el lugar donde empezar. Con más de 50 certificados y títulos asociados que escoger, TSC tiene la carrera para ti. En TSC puedes conseguir una educación de calidad que está cerca a casa. Obtén un certificado o título asociado y consigue la educación que necesitas para el mercado laboral de hoy y mañana.
¿Te gustaría que requieren tus servicios?
Inscríbete ya. Texas Southmost College en Brownsville.
Back here on RealSportsLive.com. We head to the final 2 minutes of this football game. I'm going to give the DJ some grief. Over there, he's been talking about everybody, and he hasn't said anything about Real Sports. That's the bad news. The good news is, Billy, everyone we didn't give a card to in the stands came up to us asking for cards. They already know about us. We're here.
And that's a good thing. We're extending out.
Fans watching, be sure you pass the word around. There's an interception, and here goes Rangel down the side. Pick 6, 7 points on the board for the Mavericks, and
you don't see that of a quarterback. Pick 6.
An associate degree and get the education you need for today and tomorrow's job market.
Wouldn't you like to be in demand?
Register now at Texas Southmost College in Brownsville.
Back here after the timeout, and Eddie Rangel with the pick 6 for the Mavericks. Makes it a 51-35 lead. So 35 points on the board for the Mavericks against a tough defense. You got to look at it that way as well. Well, there's a fumble, and that ball is recovered by the Mavericks. Inside the 10-yard line, and after the Rangel pick 6, the Mavericks defense gets another turnover.
We must be playing some Madden.
The last 2 minutes suddenly turning into the 2-minute drill. Fast break offense for the McAllen Mavericks, steamed by the defense. They still have time.
Game's not over, fans are yelling. We shall see.
3 touchdowns back. I've seen crazy things happen in my life.
Crazy basketball comebacks. See if football becomes one.
There's a fumble. Rangel picks it up, runs forward, gains a couple of yards on the play for the McAllen Mavericks. We're inside the 2-minute warning, closing out this football game. The Mavericks could score here and somehow get it back. Then that safety just glooms out there. Even if you could come back with 2 touchdowns here, how do you overcome that 2 points from that safety? That may be the difference maker. Rangel hands it off. Hawkins is hit at the line, and down he goes. Big tackle made that time.
Ernie Ordonez on the tackle. Ernie Ordonez on the tackle.
Ordonez makes the stop. 3rd down coming up. Billy Watson from Texas Tech. Prior to that, LaFeria doing color commentary with me tonight, my friends. Rangel hands it off. Hawkins fumbles the ball. Rangel gets back on it. 4th down coming up. Back here on RioSportsLive.com, T-Mobile providing our internet service tonight, my friends. Working with G5 Internet on trying to have internet service across the Rio Grande Valley. They're one of our sponsors, and we are working diligently with Richard Galvan and the company. Need internet service? I'm telling you right now, G5 Internet just may be your ticket. Pass play over the middle for Hawkins, incomplete. So after the turnover caused by the defense recovering a fumble, the Mavericks offense couldn't get the job done. And the Pitbulls will take over.
That's Ramon De La Rosa again, showing that he's been the defensive standout tonight on the line, on the D-line there.
Talking about the internet service again, G5 Internet is providing internet service for us at the current offices. And they've also provided some service at times at a San Benito baseball game. Lights out, terrific service, and they have the ability to service the commercial and the consumer side of things. So contact Richard Galvan and G5 Internet Service. Like I said, tonight we're on T-Mobile. They do a nice job for what we're doing, but eventually we'll be heavily relying upon the services, most likely, of G5 Internet. I'll talk a little bit more about that throughout the summer as we gear up for what is going to be a real busy time. Counters by calling a time. Another victory formation for the Palmview Pitbulls. And that's going to pretty much take care of business here. Not sure the Pitbulls will have to snap the ball again. Players acting as if they may have to play one more play. 14-7 after a quarter. Pitbulls on top. 35-14 at the halftime break. Pitbulls then in the second half benefited from a safety, and now they'll look to pass the ball downfield for 6 more points at the end of this one. Incomplete. Tried to catch the Mavericks off guard as Luke Jackson was looking downfield for Tim Price. And that should do it for the game. It is. That's our final. Final score, 51-35. The Pitbulls from Palmview defeat the McAllen Mavericks. Hope you enjoyed our broadcast as the two teams convert. I remember last week they shut these lights down pretty quick. So even though there's a huge crowd behind us, we're going to shut it down so we can get put away and get ready to hit the road. It's going to be a busy week. If you enjoyed this one on Rio Sports Live, be sure you thank us by thanking the sponsors. You thank the sponsors by going in. Go to Coletti's. Go to J&B Cafe. If you're looking for a college, go to TSC. Go downtown Harlingen on Jackson Street. Go to just about any business there and say you saw it on Rio Sports. In Brownsville, all the businesses on the BCIC that are assisting us in the broadcast. Also at the King Cuts in San Benito. Furniture Place in Brownsville. Lombardi Tires, $20 tires. Hey, I need a tire right now. I just had one go low on me. I need air conditioning work too. I'll be looking for an auto repair shop to be an advertiser tomorrow. For Billy Watson, I'm Joe Bowling. For Nathaniel Menchaca running the gears, and for the guy that worked probably harder than any of us tonight, Emilio Flores, up on the stand running the camera. Hope you enjoyed the broadcast from Galazzo Sports Park. Until next time, Rio Sports Live. Good night, everybody.